Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chris, for those who don't know me. You can find a lot of Eurovision stuff on my channel, so be sure to click down below, subscribe if you want, like this video. This is going to be my top 10 personal favorites of 2025 in Basel, which is now 2.5 weeks away from the final. Super exciting times. I will be on the ground in Basel for ESC Norway with Chris calling. Now, today I'm going into my personal top 10. I have some disclaimers because my personal top 10 are always different to everyone else's. I should explain where I am first. I am currently on my balcony. It's a beautiful, sunny, warm day here in Brussels, which is very strange. Now we're going into my personal top 10s for 2025. These are entirely based on personal taste. They are not a prediction. They are not where I think the songs will end up. It's simply the songs that I enjoy, and a couple of honorable mentions as well. So I should also add that I've been at Oslo, Madrid, and Amsterdam. I've seen, I think, most of these performances live. Of course, there's some performances that I haven't seen live yet. So, yeah, that could also affect the ratings pre-rehearsals. So, after the rehearsals, we'll see where my ratings land. But for now, this is where we're at. So let's kick off, shall we? At number 10, we have Switzerland, Zoe May with Voyage. This song is just, to me, such a beautiful, personal, and touching song. It's got a really nice underlying melody. It's simple, it's well put together, and as a host country entry, it's a wonderful song to send to the contest. So this shouldn't be a surprise to those of you that have followed me for a while. Switzerland has consistently been in my top 10s. The last 3 years it's always been in my top 10. Nemo was second, I think, last year for me in the end. I can't remember if it was second or first. I was always switching between Nemo and Bambi in Ireland. But this song is completely different. It's a ballad. I am not a ballad fan in general, so take that into account. But when it crosses over from a genre I don't like and it touches something within me and I'm like, I could listen to this again and more. I want to hear more. I want to understand more. Then that's when I know that the song is doing something right, at least in my opinion. So Switzerland is sending quality once again, and I just hope that they will keep doing it from here on out, because it's becoming one of my favorite Eurovision countries for songs. In number 9, we have the country that I'm currently sat in, Belgium. It's Red Sebastian, Seppe, with Strobe Lights. Strobe lights, getting lost in your eyes, cotton candy haze, we're floating around in space. I do have a confession to make. This was not my favorite song in the Belgian national selection. Personally, I really liked Lise with Perfectly Imperfect, so yeah, that was my personal favorite in Belgium. But I completely understand why this won and is the song to represent Belgium. And it won by a complete landslide as well. The vocals and the lyrics. First of all, let's talk about the vocals. I have no concerns about the vocals. I think they're going to be really slick and really good on the stage. After having heard Seppe at the pre-parties, I think he's going to be fantastic. He's just gaining more and more confidence. The lyrics. Some people are a little put off by the lyrics. I'm the opposite. I love them. I love this like Alice in Wonderland theme that then you kind of like drop down into a techno party. Techno is not my style, but the rest of the verses I actually really enjoy. And this is why it's maybe lower than it could be, because I feel like in the chorus maybe we could have had something more catchy, just for me personally. I know a lot of people love the techno breakdown at the chorus. It's just a personal thing for me that I would like a bit more of a chorus. But regardless, it's still a great song. It's been written really well by Seppa and others, team around him. I can't remember who they are. But yeah, I do really enjoy Belgium this year. Not as much as last year, pre-show. But also, remember, whenever you're thinking about staging, don't think about last year for Belgium. Think about 2023, when Gustav was representing Belgium. Because the broadcasters in Belgium change every year. And this year, it's the broadcaster that sent Gustav in 2023. So I feel like this could be people worrying about staging maybe shouldn't worry so much when it's a different team and a different broadcaster. And you look back at Gustav's staging. I know Gustav had a lot of say in that, but he's also very close to Red Sebastian. Don't worry too much about the staging is kind of where I'm coming from with this at this point. And at number 8 is Australia, and it's Gojo.
And before you know, you'll be bigger and stronger with harder blows. Well, I got mango, mojito, and fruit ballet. And did you see the naughty special on my creme brulee?
And it's because of Gojo's charisma. And when I first heard the song, I was just entranced by not only his charisma, but the production on the song. I love the psychedelic elements in it. I love the blend of decades from the 60s, 70s Woodstock vibes right up until now. This is something that I personally really love. It was as high as my number 1 too at some point. It has dropped down now. Maybe I over-listened. But at the same time, it's still top 10. I really love this song so much. And Gojo is just such a great guy. And if he can pull off that charisma well on stage, I think we're safely looking at an Australian qualification. I do have some slight concerns about qualification, but we'll talk about that at another point. This is about the song. I know that people have issues with the lyrics. I am not one of these people. I don't mind the lyrics. I don't mind how Gojo has chosen to present this version of, being the most confident version of yourself. So I think that for me, it just washes over me a little bit, the stuff that irks others. So for me, that's not a bad thing, the lyrics. And especially in combination with the way that Gojo performs on stage, I think it fits quite well. Again, Australia, like Switzerland, also like Belgium, they have often been in my top 10. Like in 2023 and 2024, I had Australia in my top 10 as well. So it shouldn't be much of a surprise to people that it's back there again this year with a song that really is much more suited automatically to the genre and types of music I gravitate towards. So yeah, Australia, number 8. Number 7. How to start this? I'm sorry. It's so low. Maybe, I don't know. I know this is going to sweep everyone away in the televote probably, but my number 7 is Sweden.
Perkele, evapo värma jää. Sveitin lakkar, ja.
And I don't actually think there's anyone that can actively dislike this song and the way it's done. There is no way this song does not put a smile on your face. It's just so bloody catchy. And for me, the thing that really pumped it up in my own rankings was listening in Madrid to majority Spanish people and fans singing in Swedish Bara Bara Bastu. Like, it was just insane, the crowd reaction in Madrid. And I was quite far back, so I could see it. So that really, I was like, whoa. But that doesn't take away from my own personal enjoyment of this. As I say, it cannot fail to put a smile on your face. It's produced really well. It's sung really well, really well. The humor, the blending of the Finnish and the Swedish like elements together, incredible. I actually also think there'd be kind of a symmetry if we have, you know, the 70th Eurovision being held in the country with the most wins, which Sweden would be if it wins this year. We would have 8 wins in the Eurovision history. So if the 70th anniversary was in Sweden, I wouldn't be mad about it at all. It's such a fun bop, and I can imagine how everyone is just going to be so excited to see this in Basel. Even if there are no surprises, we don't usually have that from Sweden. They usually carry over their staging from Melodifestivalen. So let's see if there's anything different, but I don't expect it. They're going to do really well. Really love this song. Reason it's only 7th, I don't know. I like some other songs more. There's not really, I don't have a good reason for it. It's just that's where it's in my ranking at the minute. 6. Going the other way. For me, Austria, JJ with Wasted Love.
When you let me go, I barely stayed afloat. I'm floating all alone. Still I'm holding on to hope. That you is wasted love.
I know it may be a bit controversial having Austria above Sweden, but this is my personal ranking. It's not a prediction, it's nothing like that. I just love the vocals. JJ's vocals are out of this world. They give me goosebumps. I know not everyone gets it. Other people are kind of a little bit put off. I'm not. I really, really enjoy it. I think that the only thing, and this can go much higher in my rankings or it could drop down, and that the reason for that is the last 30 seconds. I am so excited to see what's going to happen in those 30 seconds in the techno breakdown, when it's just wasted with all the techno shit in the background. But we have Sergio Jaén, who did Bambi Thug staging for Ireland last year, working with Austria, also with Cyprus and to a certain extent Finland this year, but mostly I think with Austria, just from my observations. I don't know that for sure. I think that. So I am so curious as to what those last 30 seconds are going to be like and how Sergio is going to stage this. JJ also, don't forget, JJ has Thea on his team. Thea was also, really instrumental in shaping also Nemo's experience last year. So I don't think we can really write off Austria appealing to the public yet. A lot of people are saying, yeah, sure, it'll appeal to the jury, but not to the public. I think we need to wait and see what happens at these rehearsals. So for now, middle of my top 10, number 6, Austria, JJ. Number 5, Ukraine, Bird of Prey by Zifferblatt. I kept pronouncing it wrong and the guys kept correcting me. I'm sorry if I did it again. I don't know how to say it. It has a Z, but it's pronounced like an S, and there's some other. Never mind. Anyway, this is my genre. This is the type of music that I like. And of the songs in the genre that I like, this was the one that first hit straight away, and me going, yeah, I love it. I love it. I feel like it's going really under the radar at the minute. But I personally love the composition. I like the song. I like the vocals. I like even though there's part of it in Ukrainian and part of it in English. I still really appreciate the message that they're trying to send with this. A song for the stage, as well. And Ukraine stages things so well. All the time. There is never. I can't remember a bad staging from Ukraine, so expect this to pop on the stage. And I think it's being super underrated at the minute. I think it's going to do very well. But on a personal level, this is just my taste and I love it. So, number 4. Finland. Erika Wickman with Ik kommer. It's really hard. This, I'm not going to lie, this did take a little bit of time to grow on me. I am someone who, when a song is hyped by people, I automatically recoil against that. Kind of going, if it's hyped, I don't want to like it. I want to form my own opinions and have my own tastes and like all of us do. I don't want to be a sheep following the crowd. So it did take time for this to grow on me. Maybe part of it is also that it's in a genre that I really enjoy and I really love. And also when a song is in that genre, I want it to hit automatically and me to go, yep. But it has hit now. It has really hit. And not in Amsterdam. Amsterdam, I was not feeling it. I don't know what it was. I think it was my position close to the stage in Amsterdam. It just sounded off to me. I think it was because I was in front of one particular speaker. But in Madrid, it was Madrid that sold me. I was just like, oh, yeah, this is amazing. I love this. I really enjoy the charisma that Erika has. She has such charisma on stage. She will perform the hell out of this song. I'm really curious to see whether they carry over the entire UMK staging or how they adapt it for the Basel stage. Because if you actually look at the stage in Basel, the UMK staging could work really well. Because there is the platform, like the runway, not the runway, catwalk, whatever it is, that plays between the main stage and a front stage. So she can do the walk up and down. So I'm super curious to see how that'll be. Regardless, it's a fantastic song. I love the message. Again, one of empowerment. I love messages of empowerment in general, but I personally love that. Finland keeps delivering quality to the contest. It's not always to my taste. For the last 2 years, I don't think I had Finland, controversially, in my top 10, especially 2023 controversially. But this is for me a great entry, solid. I think it's going to do well, and I really personally can't wait to see it on the Eurovision stage. Before we move to my top 3, I'm going to quickly go through some honorable mentions that just missed out on this video. Firstly, Armenia, Parg, Survivor. Again, it's my genre. The national final didn't do it any favors, but at the same time, actually hearing Parg in the pre-parties, I really, really loved it. And there's also the call and the response with the crowd, that he did it both in Amsterdam and in Madrid, and it worked so well. Not in my top 10, but it deserves a mention. Like Armenia, Parg, I hope it comes together. Another song with an honorable mention is Slovenia.
How much time do we have left together? We never know. All I know is I don't wanna be here.
I feel like Slovenia is flying way under the radar at the minute. I think this could surprise. I just feel like it could surprise. In terms of the semis and the qualification. The song, when I heard the studio cut, I was like, okay, I wasn't moved. In Amsterdam, when I heard it live for the first time, and Clemen there on stage, it just hits so hard. And the people around me, at the end of the song, there were a number of people in tears. And I was talking to people after. I said this in my review video with ESC Norway. Go check that out. But there were a number of people that I talked to after that said that people around them were also really affected by the song. It hits. It doesn't hit everyone, but it really hits. For those who it hits, it's memorable and it hits strong. They're going to remember it. Then another controversial one, because this is a love it or hate it thing at the minute, with many people just being frustrated. It's the honorable mention is Cyprus, Theo Evan with Shh. Yes, we know nothing. Shh. I like the song, okay? What can I say? I enjoy it. This is the one song out of all of them, after hearing the rumor mill kind of go round and round and round about staging, I am so curious to see how this is going to be staged. Remember, it's Sergio Jaén, who worked with Bambi Thug last year to create that masterpiece of storytelling on stage. This is a story song. Like, the main part of it is, who am I? I mean, so many guesses out there. I'm not going to do that right now, but there are guesses about who it is. You know, all of these things kind of make me more and more interested to see what is going on, what the hell is happening with Cyprus. But I just really enjoy the studio cut of the song. I really like it. The acoustic version didn't do much for me, so this is why it's also not in my top 10. But let's see what happens come rehearsals. And my final honorable mention is Croatia.
Poison.
Poor Marco, bottom of the odds, semi-final 1 right now. And that is, I don't know. I get why the song can seem disjointed. I understand that. So did Doomsday Blue by Ireland last year. It seemed disjointed to a lot of people, but I didn't feel like that with Doomsday Blue. I can relate a little bit more to it with Poison Cake. But the thing that really sells this to me is after the pre-parties, Marco's vocals. They are so strong, and if anything can save and elevate this entry beyond the staging, it's Marco's vocals, which are going to be so much better than the Croatian national final. I still enjoyed the song. I like the sinister vibe in it. I like this kind of almost psychotic edge that there is to it. But I get that it's built for the stage. So let's see what the staging brings. Let's see what happens. Will there be a surprise? Let's see, who knows. But personally, I like Croatia. I like Marco's song, and I like Marco's vocals. And I like his stage presence and charisma. Okay, number 3. We're getting into the top 3. Number 3 is Latvia. Tautumeitas, Burman Laimi. And I'm sure I butchered all of that. This, for me, is so mesmerizing. I can relate so much to the themes of the song. You know, growing up in Ireland, there are some countries in Europe, probably maybe even the majority in Europe, where you have these kind of fairy tale myths and legends and things, you know, hidden in the woods. My hometown is next to another place that has a walking path and like a little stream that is called Fairy Glen. And yeah, fairy themes, when they're brought to life the way Latvia has done in this, and traditional folk, really hit me. Like, I really love it. I love this so much. So I can really relate to the song. I love the harmonies, 6-piece harmonies that are just mesmerizing. I can't count the number of times I've heard them do it a cappella outside the pre-party, but also inside the pre-parties, and just been in awe. It was just like, wow, these girls can really sing, and they're so slick together. They're so slick. I also love the commitment to the aesthetics. Anecdotally, I was staying in the same hotel as the artists in Madrid. They didn't perform in Amsterdam. And they are so committed to the aesthetics that even at breakfast time, they're there wearing the fairy ears. And I love that. I just love it. It's such a harmless yet fun commitment to the song, to the story they're trying to tell. Yeah, I just want to watch it more, listen to it more. Yeah, I will be so sad if this doesn't qualify. This has to qualify. Come on. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. Number 2. I'm done with my Latvia gushing now. My number 2 is the Czech Republic, with Adonis singing Kiss Kiss Goodbye.
Blow me a kiss goodbye. See how my tears run dry. One kiss of love won't feel the same tonight.
Destination changed manually.
Why is this my number 2? I don't know. It was not in my top I don't think it was even in my top 10 before the pre-parties. I really loved the acoustic performance that he did at the Malta Song Contest. I thought that was incredible. Then when the music video came out, I was a little bit disappointed. Maybe it was because it was quite similar to the acoustic version. I don't know. And then, yeah, then we got the pre-parties. We got Amsterdam. We got Madrid. And the way this has popped for me live just made me fall in love with it. It completely surprised me. And it just, like, as each pre-party went on, it just kept creeping slightly higher every pre-party. And it's Adonis's vocal tone is just magical. The channeling of Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, all of these kind of legends of the 70s and 80s. Really, really, really enjoy it. And I feel like it's really well timed, the song. Like, the timing on it, in terms of when you feel like you've had enough of one part, it moves on to the next. I also really like that. I think the timing is on this excellent. Yeah, what else can I say? I when I first heard this, I didn't expect it to go up to number 2 for me. Yet here we are. And yeah, Czech Republic, number 2, Adonis, Kiss Kiss Goodbye. I wish it had been number 1 so I could have just said Kiss Kiss Goodbye. But no, sorry, you have to wait and listen to me rant about the next song, my number 1. I don't think I've ever had this country anywhere near my tops. And then this year they come with this absolute, to me, perfection. I love it. What is it? You've probably guessed by now. It's Albania. It's Skodra Elektronika. I'm sorry, Kola and Beatrice, if I butchered that. And their song is Zerma.
Bjerë mi valet tona tribale që u htoj saurt dhe ku kur bjen male Njerës pa emen e njerës të dlirt Njësej këputën e binj si shtatë thejta që të mullin shpirt Këtu flendet Irana e hana yje Si shofim se yjet në shkel koma kur ecim njerë në zjerë Jenat undë për flake drit E të kërkojmë këtë tërë që s'pran të ishnërit
Zemër të pastër në notën time Të dërgoj dritën aman miserere, aman miserere Në zemrën time, zemrën teme Ky minut do të vazhdoj Njerës të mirë, njerës pa emër Kërcen pa dhe shpirt Jarna dhe ditë të tajme Ku kam lidhë sot e haroj
Germ means fire. This song is fire to me. It is absolute fire, and it shines so much. The tempering of the Beatrice, the dreamer, with the realist of Kola, I really enjoy it. The message of actually needing, from Kola, of needing to break down some kind of structures before we can reach that world that we're dreaming for, that for us. And everyone's world is a personal world, right? We're not talking about the entire world here. This can be deeply personal. You can also take it to mean broader things if you want. But before you can reach and attain that, level of perfection, you need to kind of cut some things out of your way. And I think that the way that that's done in this song is really, the message comes through super, super well. I find the music video excellent. I love the burning of the newspaper because it really brings to life what I just talked about, the visualization of burning away those things that you need to break down to move forward and, live this dreamer life. But actually, aside from the music video, it's actually the lives. It's the lives for me that have just made this such a stunning thing. Beatrice's first vocal part is just incredible. And then you have the voguing, which is kind of blended in a traditional way. It's super simple, super effective. I really enjoy it. I feel like that part also, I think it's my favorite part of the song actually, where we transition from Beatrice's first vocal moment moving towards Cola with the spoken word. And Beatrice's, like, the light music and instrumentation behind it, the lightness of a dreamer. And then there's this sassy change in tone, and suddenly in kind of wanders this sinister, like, beat. It's like almost like a doomsday percussion beat. It's like everything is great, and then suddenly boom. I mean, I love it. I love it so much. It evokes so much emotion in me. And also, in some of the videos with Beatrice's kind of facial expression, with moving into that part where it's almost like, I don't want to listen to this. But Cola is there in your face going, you have to listen to me, because otherwise you're not going to get what you want, kind of thing. I don't know. I love it. I love Beatrice's ad-libs as well, throughout the song when she's singing, and also when they say germe as the start of each stanza or verse of Cola's spoken word, and this head together. Really love that. I love the shine, which is schnit, schnit, schnit part, and also the blending of the traditional and modern instrumentation. And the percussion is just wonderful. There's absolutely nothing I dislike about this entry. Nothing. And as I say, I have never had an Albanian's entry in my top songs, ever. This, for me, is amazing. And if the world was my perfection, the 70th Eurovision contest 2026 would be held in Tirana, or even better, in Shkodër, in northern Albania, a city 2,400 years old. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to have the capacity, but we can dream, right? We can dream. That's the whole point of Albania. Well, that's it. Those are my top 10s. What are yours? Let me know. Leave them in the comments below. I know a lot of people will disagree with me here, so that's fine. Let me know your own top 10 in the below. Down below. I will be in Basel covering Eurovision contest from the press center with Chris Calling. If you don't know Chris Calling, I'm going to leave a link to his YouTube page down below. What type of... Oh, it's a jumbo jet, that's why it's so loud. We will be on the ground, Chris Calling and I, in Basel from the 11th, which is Sunday of May. And we will be cut the run up to the final, the semi-finals, rehearsals. We have interviews. We have a lot of things coming up, and this is all under Team ESC Norway. I highly recommend, even if it's not to follow Basel Week, just checking through their back catalogue of videos. They have so much content there. It's great. So we'll be covering on the ground for them in Basel, as unfortunately they themselves are not able to make it. So we'll be doing our best to bring coverage and insights from Basel to you. My next video is going to be my semi-final predictions. I don't know if I'll do them both together or put them separately in different videos. We'll see. But for now, that's it. And until then, keep safe, enjoy yourself, peace to everyone. Bye.